Warning. The Zero Dead podcast is made for mature audiences only. Content warnings can be found in the episode description.
Yeah, before we start today, Jenny, roll me a d6.
1 second while I grab my dice. 4.
You lost 4 willpower.
I lose 4 willpower. It was already down for the maximum. I don't remember why was that from the previous season and didn't reset.
Maybe.
Or did I? Or I'm at 10 out of 15.
So you're now at 11 out of 50, let's say, because your willpower would have reset.
Yeah. Oh yeah, because it's one of those things that resets daily, right?
It doesn't reset, but it replenishes over time.
Right.
Yeah. So 20 years, I would say, it's got replenished.
And I don't remember having it diminish over the past 3 sessions.
No. But you are quite exhausted. You had a very rough day, rough news, and your night didn't come or didn't provide the necessary rest and recuperation that you would need for a day in the life of Jenny. On top of this willpower damage, let's just call it what it is, you will have a minus 20 penalty to all skills, sand tests, and stat tests.
Sanity tests as well, that's gonna be fucking rough.
Yep.
Oh, I'm not looking forward to that.
I think it was Senna that said that we will die so fast. These characters.
Oh, yeah.
Because we are so
Oh, yeah.
bad.
Right.
We won't die, we'll just lose our minds.
Yeah.
But-
Like losing your
But
mind.
taking stimulants or chain smoking removes the exhaustion penalty
Well.
for 1d6 hours. Hard
Yeah.
drugs offset it for 2d6 hours.
I don't think Jenny is into hard drugs.
But are
But
hard
she-
drugs into Jenny?
Well, hard drugs are into everyone. But she will smoke like a whole pack of cigarettes and then drive to like the nearest gas station and pick up like 6 cans of Monster Energy.
All right. Well, roll me a d6 again.
1!
That's 1 hour, baby.
Hell yeah! At what time does it kick in?
Right now.
Right now. So when I start chain smoking, so it kicks in at like 4 or 5 in the morning.
Yep.
Amazing.
But you can just keep on chain smoking. It does, though,
Oh,
cost willpower to keep going.
I will keep on chain smoking and drinking Monster Energy throughout the day.
All right. So tonight, the part of Jenny will be paid by Luke.
What?
Chain smoking the monsters.
Hey, I feel attacked here. How dare you? I've only
I
had 3
have-
today.
I have Monster. I
don't
have
smoke.
Monster Energy in my fridge.
Well, you don't smoke.
That's true.
And I chain smoke.
And let's remember that these are characters.
Well, as we
Based
always
Based on
say,
reality.
play what you know.
Yep.
So that's the housekeeping part out of the way. It's a new day, it's a new dawn. What do you do? We already know that Jenny is chain smoking and getting monsters in.
Well, and I wanna add that at some point that I deem acceptably early, I will drive over to the apartment where the others are staying. And like I could head over there now, but I don't want to wake him up at like 5 or 6 in the morning. So I'll drive around the block a couple of times, maybe see if I can do if there's anything I can do research about, but I don't think I have anything to go on yet.
No, probably not.
All right, I don't know for Thomas and Metro, but for Medusa, for Kelly, she wakes up also early nowadays. Because she used to wake up late because as a writer, she would write through the night. But her schedule changed completely throughout all this year, so she wakes up at like 6 in the morning.
Crack of dawn.
Yeah.
Well, Gurudonda's also going to wake up early. He's a light sleeper, and Medusa walks into the kitchen. I'm sleeping on the sofa. I dart up in my wife runs and little vest, pistol in hand. Oh, yeah, shoot.
You want some coffee?
Please.
Okay, so I'll prepare some coffee for us.
I think the smell of coffee wakes me up.
That's the intention. That's why she makes it right away. Because she wants those scrambled eggs.
And he knows the biggest adventure is yet to come.
Yeah, how does Thomas feel after everything that happened yesterday?
He's not great. Definitely doesn't feel good.
No, I imagine none of you all feel particularly chirpy today.
Mm-mm.
He has a feeling that there's like an air of darkness around him. You know, he can't see it, but he feels it. It's heavy.
Like a monkey on your back.
Yeah.
Weighing you down.
Yeah.
I think Kelly also feels the tension, but I think she's excited a little bit. Because since she left, since everything happened and the build burned, she's been looking for answers. She's searching for how that could have happened and everything. So for her, it's kind of exciting also to have been called to have, to go around and find out about the night floors again or those weird stuff.
Yeah,
and I think in some place she also believes that it's a good closer for Thomas, although he's going to struggle now. But she believes that it will be so important if we can actually find just something to give him closure. I think she's hiding it, but I think she's a bit excited.
Thomas really doesn't want to take part, but he's there, and he doesn't want to let Kelly down. So, yeah, he's here. Yeah.
Here I go killing again.
Yes. Oh boy.
Oh boy, here I go. Well, for Gurudonda, I'm going to say he's sitting on the sofa and he's already opened his laptop. He's logging onto the police files and he's starting to search these names that we've been given.
Nice.
I'm trying to earn my keep within the crew, so trying to impress thing and seeing if I can find any information out. So I put out... No, it's not an APB, but, a search for the patients that we're going to find.
You're looking around you're looking on your laptop, logging in. Flippy comes on. You dismiss him. And the first name I imagine you would look up is Tracy Jenner. She's the first name on the list.
Indeed.
Get some information about Tracy, like born March 12, 1983, 32, American, lives in Washington. She is part of the CIA, has a bachelor's degree, skills in intelligence analysis, foreign policy. Like she has possible Delta Green agent written all over her file. Yeah, like
she's a spook.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Basically, yeah. Like, and she provided key intelligence that led to the successful capture of a high-value target in the Middle Eastern operation. This person knows what she's doing. You look up the next name, Ader Dagmar Huang, also like, a bit younger, but also like FBI, bachelor's degrees, computer science, cybersecurity, ethical hacking, like defense analysis, the network defenses. Also play like a critical role in identifying and neutralizing major cyber threats, etc. Like, these are the people, the elite of the elite that Delta Green would contact, basically. Next is Matt Gorwish. I don't know how you pronounce this. Massachusetts. Also like FBI, Criminal Justice University, degree in Criminal Justice. counterintelligence, crisis management, counterterrorism, like very fit guy, reading, but mostly cycling, boxing. Like these are all the information that you get. Like it's not like just in the police files because they're not really in the police system. You know, this is like you look on your police thing and you check the internet, you check things like the city or like the like random databases just to check what's what and who's who. And the last one is Genyo Oku from Honolulu, Hawaii, also with the CIA counterintelligence officer.
Well, even though I'm just an NYPD cop, being 20 plus years on the force,
short.
No. But compared to high-level agents of the federal things, you know what I mean. Mm-hmm. But do I have any connections with, say, Quantico or Langley? Over the years, have I ever had to go interagency, so to speak? And is there anyone I could call?
Well, you've got the Ghostbusters in New York that you could call.
Yeah, but I feel like they're Delta Green agents also. They're G-Cell.
Yeah, they're Ghostbusters, so yeah.
they're already there.
Well, you could throw out some feelers, but you also know you won't get all the information that you need today, but maybe tomorrow or in a few days. Like this shit takes time.
Fair enough. I'll keep this one under wraps for a moment. Then I won't contact anyone.
But you can. I'm not saying you can't.
No. But at the same time, I don't want to be alert on the radar that someone's looking into 2 CIA agents and 2 FBI agents.
That also might be a good idea. Yeah.
So it's like, okay, then these are high-level agents. They're not random patients.
Can he see the information of when these people joined Delta Green? No, because
no,
it's official.
Because
Yeah.
It's not official.
Okay.
Not at all.
When the Exeter talked to us, did he tell us, these 4 people, how they had access to books? He didn't say.
No.
So I think it's one quite good question for the doctor, like why these patients had access. Because what I understood is that they had access to the books after they were there, or it's what brought them there.
You don't know. Your mission was, among other things, to locate these patients, to see if anything unnatural has happened, and that there were hints or suspicions that at some point books of occult nature might be, encountered. You might encounter books of occult nature. But you don't know if Exeter knows anything. This might just be coming down from Delta Green saying like, this is the mission, this is what you say to them.
Okay. I just saw here in the, I don't know who put this text in our mural, that it says before the incarceration, each of these operatives came in contact with books, with a natural property. So it was before, it wasn't there, apparently.
No, but this only mentions one book. It says the book. And
that has many different names, isn't it? Like the book goes by many titles.
Book. Yeah, which one particular book?
Yeah, about it are restricted by the group. Yeah.
No, but it feels like this sent them insane, and then they got sent to the insane asylum.
Okay.
The bell rings. The doorbell.
I answer. Hi. Who is that?
Hello.
Huh?
I saw the lights were on.
Yes. Did you bring coffee?
Yes.
Did you sleep well?
No.
You're saying this on the intercom.
Yeah. This is important information to allow her to come in. Bzz, I buzz her in.
I have coffee and I have energy drinks.
Perfect.
And I hold out paper bags, or a paper bag with energy drinks and one of those like cardboard plates with 6 like big coffees.
Nice. I opened the door for her. Come in.
No, she's in.
Thank you.
So, you're all together for the first time after everything that happened last night. I imagine there's some pleasantries exchanged. Agent Garadanda, or Detective Garadanda, gets reintroduced as Agent Metro. And it's actual day 1 of Operation India Moon. What do you do?
Discuss, I guess, what we want to do today. Like where we're going to start.
We need to see Richard Dallen.
Yeah, we need to start with that doctor. Should we prepare a list of questions that we have for him?
Yeah.
Because he was in charge or working in the mental hospital, right?
Yes.
So...
And he knows he will know that we are Delta Green. He knows.
Yeah, he's expecting you.
Yeah.
And there's a little flashback because in all the excitement, I kind of lost track myself. You have like Massachusetts, I said it right this time, state police ID badges that will not hold up to scrutiny, but for all intents and purposes, and being that Mr. Dallan knows that you are coming, Dr. Dallan, they would suffice.
That leads on to my next question. So I'm expecting that this is our cover. We're going into a crime scene detective style.
Yeah.
Yeah, because it's been a breakout. We're there to investigate.
Yeah, basically you are doing the investigation into the disappearance of these people.
So the question's for Dallan.
So I guess the first thing is why were these people locked up in the facility in the first place? Like, what brought them here? And were they brought here together as a group? Were they linked? Or did they only meet in this facility?
Basically, so we can find out the timeline of were they here before they read the book or not. Like, he's Dallan director, do you think?
Yeah, and also, like, are these perhaps, like, 4 Delta Green agents who went on the same mission, who experienced the same things, and got locked up because of that? Or are they unrelated, and are there, many different branches, like, connecting to one thing? But something must connect them. Just need to figure out what it is.
From their abilities, it's a little bit different, right? They are a bit different from each other.
Well, their occupations are all similar, so...
It's similar enough. But, and again, like, if they're part of the same Delta Green cell, they wouldn't necessarily be the same occupation anyway.
So we're not the same.
So
No,
is
exactly.
is another one of the questions, do they know each other?
Yes. Well, probably because they escaped together.
Well, who knows?
But yeah, I think it's important to know they knew each other before.
From before.
Is anybody writing down our question?
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm not.
I'm writing them down on the board.
Sounds like a you problem.
Nice.
It's a girl. Me problem.
Because I just realized now that I didn't write yet.
Do they have access to each other?
Yes.
Like, can they just... That's what you need to ask, yeah. So,
Yeah. What kind of access? Like, were they allowed to, like, roam around freely? Did they have access to the outside, or were they in a more confined area?
Any locations being discussed as well, like possible places they've went.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, was there anything weird before this happened? Like, was there anything out of the ordinary?
Yeah. Also, just in general, what was up with them?
Yeah, I've got that. Why were they held?
So how they were acting in the last days or so. Maybe we should try to get a hold of CCTV footage.
Were there any other disappearances at that same time, outside of this?
Or before?
Maybe on the way, we can already, anybody that has high alertness, can check for cameras on the way.
Oh, yeah.
You would expect that they ran away from the clinic, so...
Yeah,
like gas stations and stuff here.
Yeah, around.
Were they in a car?
To be honest,
Oh.
this is Thomas speaking, by the way. Not
Hi,
Thomas.
Thomas.
To be honest,
Hi, Thomas.
I think
My love. Wait, before Thomas started speaking,
some eggs first?
Kelly's holding his hands and looking at him like, tell me, my love.
I'm not sure they left through a door.
You think there is another access portal to the night floors in...
Who says the night floors, but yeah.
Or something similar.
Yeah.
But then CCTV footage would show them not leaving.
That's true.
Kelly believes that to access the night floors, you have to be a little bit insane. Like you have to see something weird already in your
darling,
life.
We're all mad here.
So I think there is a big chance that they found the night floors because they were held there because of their mental health. So that's a very possible. So we check also for cameras in the building?
Definitely.
Don't know if they will have though, but
I'm sure they will have. Any facility of this kind will have facilities in this day and age. Sure.
I think more questions we can think around when we are there, because of course it will raise more questions, the more answers we have. But what do we want to do anything before that or on the way that we think it would already bring us a step further to talk to the doctor?
I kind of want to look through local newspapers, the archives of local newspapers to see if there is a history of disappearances from this mental facility. Like, has this happened in the past?
It would be nice to know the background life of these people, but I think it would take a bit longer.
Yeah, but we kind of have the background life. No, like we know their jobs, some basics about their interests.
Yeah, I meant more like their bones, for example.
Their bones.
If they had any contact with family relationships that we could trace. Because, I don't know, maybe they're just trying to go back to their normal life.
I also wonder if this is a voluntary or an involuntary facility. Like, are they kept there because they know that it's safer for them? Or are they kept there because they're not safe to be outside?
Would Kelly know that? Because Kelly kind of... I'm guessing Kelly...
Off, Dr. Dallan. And he is the foremost authority on treating PTSD, among other ailments of the mind. Being somewhat familiar with psychiatry and the psychiatric world, you know that a facility usually has a maximum security section, like a medium section, a low threat section, maybe even some more sections. And for our listening audience, we know this can be sensitive subject, and we're going to do our best with portraying it neutral. But I am going to say things that make no sense at all because I have not a lot of information about the inner workings of a psychiatric facility.
Yeah.
Do we know where they were held? What ward?
You don't know.
Not yet. Okay.
Did Exeter told us what we should do to the agents? We should just, if we find them, we send them back. He didn't say like
kill them when you find them.
Kill them.
No.
Did you mention anything about the agents? I don't think you did.
Well, he said that
they were missing.
They went missing, and your job is to find them.
Oh, sorry. I'm so dumb. Apologies.
I forgive you, my love.
I've been listening to the old episodes, so I'm like, what agents?
What? Who is missing?
Yeah.
Okay, so
to be fair, it sounded a bit like Exeter cared more about the books than he did about the persons.
Yeah.
So I think these missing persons might be more like a clue on the way to finding those books.
Because the books can create more problems, right? Like the more apparently the more people read, the more. So the biggest vacuum vector.
The biggest vacuum is going to be canon now.
It's the book.
And also words to live by. The more people read, the bigger the problems become.
Yeah.
I disagree, but whatever. It's fine. I'm
Don't
not
read,
get into
kids.
this. I'm not gonna get into this conversation right now.
Just watch
drugs.
TikTok.
Don't do school. It's expensive.
It's good that we give triggers of.
Yes.
We are not responsible to the things we say.
So, scrambled eggs, road trip.
Yep.
Yes.
Hell
Yeah,
yeah.
boy.
Thomas, roll for cooking.
Hell yeah! What do I roll?
D100.
Ability.
Well, is it an art or a craft?
Yeah, it's a craft, right?
Cooking is an art.
Survival, then.
Is it like an over or under situation?
Oh, just tell me what you roll.
Okay. 8.
Oh.
008.
These are the best goddamn eggs you've ever made. Give it yourself. Maybe it's the Boston eggs. They are delicious.
Nice.
He's looking around while everyone's eating, and he was like, I wasn't lying when I said I make the best scrambled eggs.
We are in silence. We are in absolutely silence eating. Non-stop.
These are very good.
Yep.
Whose car are you taking?
Well, I have a squad car, technically, that would flag up as a government vehicle, so that could be a good cover if we're state troopers.
I'll drive with you.
Oh, do we get to choose a cop name?
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah.
Hell yes.
You check your badge and there's a name on it, and you just tell me the name.
Let me see. I will ask ChatGPT.
Can you ask for me as well? Because picking a name is probably the hardest thing ever to do.
He said Grayson Cole for a man. I'll put it here because I don't know if I'm pronouncing it right.
Sounds about right.
Grayson Cole.
Well,
Grayson
Cole.
Cole.
Grayson Cole.
We have,
Mine will be Elena Fox.
Well, I had Elaine Jacobson, but let me get a different first name.
something Jacobson.
Caroline.
Caroline. You're the reason for the word witch, bitch. He's gonna be Leo Nichols.
Leo Nichols.
Well, you can Leo my nickels anytime.
Goddamn right, baby.
Oh my god, this is terrible.
I know, it's horrible. You started it, though. I ain't never backing down. Code names.
Very
I
nice.
re-listened to, like I said, I re-listened to the first season, and I loved the name Mary May Leland.
Wow.
So southern.
Oh, wow.
I know. Mary May. I'm Mary May Leland. I miss Brandy.
I remember for Luke's character was
Dominic
Steve.
Coco.
Oh, wasn't it Steve?
Dominic DeCoco.
There's always a Steve. I don't know where the Steve's from, but there's always a Steve.
We were all Steve at one point.
Yeah.
Steve Stevenson.
The all Steve party.
This is Steve. This is Dr. Steve. This is Steve Stevenson. And don't forget, Steve.
I'd like to introduce you to our new member, Steve.
And my sister.
Hi, Steve.
Stevina.
Stevina.
Stevia.
We just call her
Russian
Steve.
stage student.
Stephanie.
No, Stevia would be a good one.
Stevie, yeah.
Okay.
Are y'all ready?
Very.
Can we do things on the car ride? Or are we going straight there?
Sing songs?
Yeah, what
Can
do
you
you want to
take
do?
you take your computer, your laptop?
I do indeed, and I sit in the back seat. Someone else can drive.
I'll drive.
Oh, Thomas, yeah. Thomas a good driver.
But on the way there, I'd like to do an alertness check for CCTV along the route.
Yeah, you see some here and there. You see some at indeed a gas station. You see a money exchange that has a lot of cameras, a jeweler shop. There is, of course, at some point you take the freeway or the highway, and it has cameras left and right.
Oh, may I say that the Kelly has a bag like she always does, and besides her notebook or that she always brings with her, she also has a camera, a digital camera
Yeah, sure.
that she's bringing to take pictures of anything.
Yeah, for sure. So, Thomas,
Mm-hmm.
you're driving?
Yes. Actually, Kelly said that I'm a good driver, and I checked and I'm a good driver. Yeah.
And almost by instinct, you take the right exit. You drive to the right freeway. You pick the right lane.
Mm-hmm.
It almost feels like you know where you're going.
Even though I've never been there before.
As you take the last exit, the last off-ramp, the last corner, the last turn, you see a building that you know. A building that you know from long ago, but it wasn't a psychiatric facility, it was a house school. The Dorchester House School in Boston. This is where you met your first wife.
High school sweethearts, yeah.
It looks different. It was a school, and the outside looks kind of the same, but there's cameras, there's a beautiful, I have to say, beautiful fence around it. Corrugated fence with like barbed wire on top of it. There's a small road that you traverse until you get to a little guardhouse.
Mm-hmm.
About 11 a.m. when the guard sees the car coming up.
Mm-hmm.
You stop just in front of the slagboom. What's it called in English? Like
Blanking here.
I'm blank.
What is the object? I can
The
help.
arm before parking.
I
lots.
can't help.
The barrier.
The barrier, yeah. So you stop just in
I
front
can
of the
help.
Different
barrier.
name for that, right? There's a different name for that. Yeah.
Something gate.
Barrier gate?
Might
No.
be a barrier gate. The bar.
The uppy downy beam.
The uppy downy beam, indeed.
That's the one
Beam
that's going to
gate.
make the edit. The uppy downy.
The uppy downy beam. And this man, this guard, looks at you and says, "Hey, can I help you? Did you have an appointment?"
Yeah, we're here to see Dr. Richard Dallan, and I flash my badge. I'm Leo Nichols, and I'm with Caroline Jacobson, Elena Fox, and Grayson Cole. We're here on law enforcement business.
Okay, and he give me a second. He calls, and in like a few seconds, he says, "Thank you. All right, yeah, I'll send him. I'll send him right through." And he hangs up, looks back at you, and says, "All right, you're clear to go. Please drive up towards the door, pick any parking spot you want, and yeah, good luck."
Thank you. And while he drives off, he's like, I remember this place differently, and also, I'm slightly nervous to meet this Dr. Dallan.
Maybe he will be my third wife.
No, it's the quote that's on his, like I'm holding his business card. It's a quote that's on his card that, I don't know, is this the right quote for someone who's in this profession? Sometimes things become possible if we want them bad enough.
So he's a
I don't
shitty
know.
doctor.
He really wanted to express himself there, right? Because not everybody puts a quote in a card, do they?
Yeah, but that quite almost sounds like he needs help.
Yes.
It sounds like the old-fashioned way of
thinking
treating
about, yes.
mental hospital people.
Well, treating mental illness, yeah.
Yes.
It's like, if you want to be better, you just think about being better.
Just try
Just
hard.
Be better.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Have you tried just not being sad?
Yeah.
Come on.
Have you tried just not having the hiccups?
Yeah, that one.
Exactly.
Just don't do it.
Just don't.
Have you tried
It's
not
that
choking on a
simple.
pork chip?
Impossible.
So I park up.
Park up, walk up to the double entrance door, and open them.
Occult vibe.
The vibes are off, baby. They've been off this whole time.
She's a high level occult. Occult? Yeah, 70. Should I roll something to know if she feels a vibe? Or it's impossible?
It's impossible to... With the
Okay.
information you have now, I mean, you're all on edge. You can roll alertness for me.
No, let it go.
What did you
Can
roll?
I roll alertness?
It's no, I didn't. It's
Let it go.
20%.
No.
I mean, it's why would I? Okay, Yeah, 93. Tell me.
Can I roll alertness?
Sure.
33 under 60.
Critical success.
Critical success.
I'll carry over this 33 to all of you.
Awesome.
All of you, the moment you step in here, feel the hairs on your neck prick up. You're on edge. You know, this is the job. This is what you're here for. It's game time. There's a long hallway. Imagine a school, right? Imagine a school that the doors open and there's a long hallway with around the middle stairs moving up, and where these stairs on the left and right normally are open, you can see that these are fenced and gated. As you're walking, you see like these little electric locks on all the doors with a key card reader on top of them. There's a door on your left that says staff. There's a door on your right that says utility. Walking forward, because in front of you, blocking this hallway, is a desk. A desk that is also, it has like this glass pane in front of it, little slot on the bottom, and a steel door to the right. As you look at it, to the right, so stage left. Yeah, we're bringing back the stage left again. There's a little name tag that says Gil Hudson. And Gil, this youngish looking man, looks at you and says, you are the police officers that my colleague called up. Right. I have here this, well, you just have to sign, yeah? And I'll give you, like, small badges. It's a blue key card. I'll write your name on it so you don't lose it. But this can open all the emergency doors and common areas, but not the secure rooms. Law enforcement. Yeah. I'm terribly sorry, but there's no weapons in the facility. It's not allowed. So I would like you all to surrender your firearms. I will give you a receipt. I will put them all in this locked safe box, and you'll get them on your way back.
Do we get the key of the locker?
No, the locker key stays here. It has other important stuff in it. I cannot just give out the key to the locker.
Oh, it's not many lockers. It's one locker.
Well, it's gun safe, yeah.
I'm going to hand over mine instantly, because honestly, if there's going to be a group of mental asylum people running at you, how many are you going to get off before they grab the gun and kill you?
Yep.
Yeah, I'm going to hand mine over too.
I don't think I was carrying any guns. Okay. Can I enter with my digital camera?
Oh, ma'am, no, sorry. Well, I would prefer if you leave it here, like, else the third floor, you're gonna have to relinquish it either way. So, again, you'll get the receipt.
We won't be taking any pictures of people.
Just the crime scene.
Yes.
We need to take pictures of the crime scene.
Yeah, it's important. We cannot save information with our memory.
Yeah, that makes sense. I'll tell Nurse Samajima that you have it. Please show it to her so she knows you have it, and then it should be okay. Yeah. So your names, and he writes down all of your names. Or do you want to play this out?
No.
Writes down all your names. Gives you these blue key cards with your names on it, and all right. Well, you know what? I'll bring you there myself. He opens the door with a buzzer, the door to his right. It opens. You walk in, and you walk up. Not saying much, as he guides you through a maze of corridors and staircases.
Can I do an alertness check?
Sure.
32 under 60.
Nice.
See if I can roll 31 next.
As you traverse, and I'll keep your 32. As you traverse the first floor, you are looking around, and you see people just going about their business. You see nurses, you see orderlies. It's almost like I wouldn't say jovial, but a relaxed sense of environment. Second floor, you get the feeling that people are a bit more on edge. Third floor, quiet. Quiet except for the sounds of here and there, maybe in the distance, people screaming. You see nurses and orderlies running to this person, and they're yelling, "Starfish, starfish, starfish!" And as they enter the room, the crying and yelling stops as Mr. Hudson points you at a door, and a door that says, "Dr. Dallan." Yeah, this is it. I have to get back down, but Dr. Dallan will take care of you.
Thanks so much.
You're welcome. If there's anything, yeah, sorry, I'm just not used to law enforcement being here. Yeah, just if you're leaving, don't forget to pick up your guns, and yeah, see you later.
See you soon.
You
Thank
walk
you.
down. You open the door. The first thing you notice, the very first thing you notice, a long window, large. It's a corner office window. It doesn't have the typical, oh, this is a window, there's a wall, corner, piece of wall, another window. This is a continuous window overlooking the Neponset River. As the camera zooms out and takes in the room, it looks like a classic English study, wooden floor, beautiful stone fireplace, and a desk in the middle that's almost comically thin and reedy. It's almost like a desk of French design. On the wall are stacks and rows of bookcases, almost dwarfed by a huge man sitting behind a small desk.
Huge as in like tall?
Tall.
Or
or
big? Like
no, tall.
Okay.
He is very thin. Like he's tall. It doesn't he doesn't work out. He's large, he's big because he's just a tall man. And he's proportionally tall, so his shoulders are a bit wide. But it's all a bit jankly and a bit like thinny. You know what I mean? And he stands up. You do have to look up slightly, even at this distance of 5-6 meters. As you see him, he looks kind of imposing, but then his soft voice quickly disarms. "Hey, thank you so much for coming. I'm Dr. Dallan."
Thanks for having us.
You're very welcome. I'm Dr. Dallan. I'm sure you have a lot of questions. Please, I don't usually have 4 people in my office, but or at least 4 people that are sitting, but please, have a seat. There's a sofa there, there's a futon there, and there's a chair there. Please, have a seat.
Thank you.
I'll stay standing. Thank you.
Sure,
I'll sit in the
yes.
futon.
All right, now, you can also stand. It's no problem. This usually doesn't happen, but I'm sure. I don't usually meet people on the job like you are, you know? Yeah. I have the files for you. They're all here. Well, obviously we haven't found them yet, so that's where you come in. Please have a seat or stay standing. That's also okay. Yeah.
Can you just give us, the highlights?
Yeah, of course. Well, what happened? The best we can gather, at 8:11 p.m. Yeah, 8:11 p.m. On August 28th, patients vanished from the room here, right here on this 3rd floor. Each patient had been locked in their room, as they almost always were, sedated and under restraint between, from 6 p.m. on, basically. It doesn't say, I'm of course, they're not all in bed by 6 p.m., right? It takes a while. There's a lot of patients. So somewhere between 6 p.m. and 6:30 p.m., 6:35, they were all sedated and restrained in their beds. One of the nurses found out that they were missing exactly at 8:11 p.m. They checked their watch at that exact moment, and by 8:22 p.m. we noticed that all of them were missing. All of them were just gone from their room.
So usually they would get sedated at 6.
Yeah. But like we cannot sedate them all. Like we're not a factory, it's still human work. So somewhere between 6:30, 6:45, everybody's in bed and sedated and restrained.
And
Takes a while.
every day when this happens, you probably have a form like that they have to fill up.
Yeah.
We have access to this here.
It's also in the file. Yes, it's also in the file. As you can see, and he takes out this file and shows you, like, this person was sedated. This person was sedated. This medication has been ticked off. This medication has been ticked off. So there was nothing out of the ordinary right there. Well, what was out of the ordinary? That they were gone, and that somebody wrote like a saying on the wall with blood, and he shows you the same picture that you saw at the briefing. Abby Gulwright has gone to sea, across the waves to rescue me. In a ship both tall and fine, she rounds the corner, marking time.
Just a question. Are patients generally...
Sorry. The moment I stopped this rhyme, my cat went... which was really freaky.
It's just the first time that you're actually freaked out by something like this. Okay, good, because now you know how it feels. So, just one question. Are the patients here generally kept in solitary confinement, or are they allowed to mingle?
Well, the mingling is kept to a minimum, as you might imagine. We're not at concentration camps by any means. I mean, they do have moments that they just mingle and talk to each other, but they're under strict supervision. I mean, they have meals for the third floor, which is our... Sorry, I don't know if I mentioned that's our like securest.
I was guessing it was a high security, yes.
Yeah, well, you obviously, all of you know your stuff. It's where most people, they call it the pokey. It's where we have the most people, the most orderlies and nurses and everything, the most staff. Basically, there is a mingling period between 11 a.m. through maybe 3 p.m. where they can watch TV. There's just one TV in the communal room. They had these people had a chance to mingle. Yeah, sure, yeah.
And they were free to have conversations without being heard.
Oh, there's always somebody near. I mean, all of them are being heard and monitored at all times, even if there isn't somebody looking at them directly. We have ample video surveillance and security monitors picking up audio and everything. Are you suggesting that they maybe planned this?
It's what we were wondering, if they knew each other, if they possibly were, looked as if the four of them were getting closer, or were talking to each other more than they were talking to other people. Like, did they know each other from before they were held here?
No, they all came in at different times. And he looks at the door to see if it's good. You know what we do here, right?
Yeah.
People like you in your line of work, when they encounter stuff, that things and places that breaks their psyche, we try and patch them up as best we can.
Kelly will stand up from the seat and look up at him. Have you encountered any of this experience? Have you experienced anything that we experienced, Doctor?
No. I'm just a glorified jazz jockey, actually. I'm just I write the plans for the treatment. I also supervise it, of course, but most of the actual treatment and most of the time is spent with the patients by my staff.
Insight check.
Sure.
Do we have an insight?
Yeah, human.
Human intelligence?
Yeah, humans.
Let me see my human. Oh, it's not bad. Not bad. Not bad. It's 46 over 40. I can use 6 luck. No, I'm joking.
You cannot get a read on him per se, but you don't feel he is trying to keep something from you.
Especially when I asked about his own experience with Delta Green.
Yeah.
So I know you haven't experienced anything, but has there been a history of disappearances like this? Has this ever happened before?
Like this? No, not a chance. We are all quite shocked that something like this could even remotely happen. And honestly, I think there's somewhere in here, somewhere, maybe they found a place that nobody sees and they're just waiting to make their escape. But I mean, we have every door is locked. Every door is locked. Every window is barred. There are motion sensors outside on the lawn. Even, it sounds weird, but even the there was one of our orderlies came up with this. Richard Bryce. Even the mail carts and the laundry carts are weighed just to see that there's nobody inside. I think he just watched one too many movies, but you can never be too careful, right?
So you said that there's CCTV and audio recording everywhere.
Yes. Yeah, there is.
Is that in the rooms also? In their cells?
Well, and he quickly reads the PDF for some parts, because again, there's a lot of information here.
It's okay. Take your time.
Yes. Yes, there is. We have we have the security room and the server room. That also has the computer console and controls for like the fire suppression system, the locks, and the cameras, where we also store all the information for 4 weeks before automatic deletion. Yes.
When did? Oh, sorry. This is out of this conversation. Just what days in the story we are now? Sorry, but it's because he said.
No. Don't say sorry. Don't say sorry.
3rd of September.
It was the 3rd of September.
Do you remember?
Okay, so just the 4th day today.
No, it's 2nd.
2nd of September. Yeah, because your 1st September was the party.
And they went missing on the 28th of August.
And,
so the tapes should still be there.
Well, he said 4 days.
No, 4 weeks.
Oh, sorry.
Right?
Yes.
Yeah, 4 weeks.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, go back.
Back in scene.
Scene.
The only problem is that...
Here we go.
Sorry?
I said, here we go.
Where are we going, Mr.
Nichols.
Yes, Mr. Nichols.
Well, there's something with those tapes, isn't there?
Yeah, well, I can show you. I can show you the room if you want. I mean, you want to go?
Oh yeah, we will see all the rooms definitely. Yeah.
Yeah, but I also mean
security room.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You want to go now?
Yeah.
No, we still have more questions to ask.
Yeah, we still have.
Okay. Like he kind of makes an attempt to stand up and sits back down again. Yeah. So yeah, that's the problem. The cameras they didn't pick up anything. The cameras in the hall didn't pick up anything. Our computer expert, Mr. Devon, was on duty. He's there today. He's here today as well. You can talk to him as well, of course.
When exactly were they out?
What do you mean?
I mean, the cameras and the audio wasn't picked up, so for how long? All day? Or just before until just after?
I'm afraid to say that it was a cascade of file errors and computer glitches that did block. We only just found out, of course, all the backups, the files, everything was corrupted from the last, 2 weeks.
Wow. Kelly.
Very convenient.
Yeah. The incompetence. No, I'm kidding. She didn't say that.
I will fire him right now.
Who was actually in the security room the night that they disappeared?
Like I said, Mr. Devon was manning the monitors and the file systems. We have no reason to believe that he has anything to do with this.
Has anyone else looked at or tried to retrieve the files apart from Mr. Devon?
No, but you are free to try anything, of course.
Yeah. You keep telling us what we will do. All of these, of course.
I'm sorry. I really want my patients found. You have full access to the entire facility. I will leave you. I do have stuff to do, of course. But I will leave you in the more than capable hands of my second in command, Miss Samajima. She will take full care of you, and I have instructed her to assist you in anything you need.
Would you?
Possible to speak to Mr. Devon?
Of course, yes, of course. I'll tell you what. I will take you to Mr. Devon. I will then take my leave, and Miss Nurse Samajima will pick you up, and she will give you the full tour.
Perfect.
I think we don't need to do all this together now. Kelly's talking to the agents on not like hiding from the doctor, but she turns to them. I believe for me to understand better how the routine goes, if it would be okay with you, doctor, I would like to follow you throughout the day today and see how it goes. How is the routine with you and your patients? And take notes of anything that can be helpful. And maybe we can also spread from checking other things we want, security or anything else. Like, we don't necessarily need to be doing all of us the same thing, right?
That's true. I'd like to go and check the cells out.
I would like
they've all been held in.
Thomas, do you check the security with Devon?
Yeah.
And sorry, Miss... I'm sorry, your name?
Elena? Elena Fox.
No, sorry, Miss Jacobson. You were also saying something, but I didn't hear what you were saying.
Yeah, I would like to talk with some of the staff you have on the third floor.
Of course. I will put the call out that you were all here and that everybody, and also Miss Samajima, Nurse Samajima, will, of course, reiterate it to all the staff that they have to help you in any way they can. Again, we are all just wanting to find these missing people, these patients. It's of the utmost importance. I'm sure that they are. They're not on the third floor for no reason. I mean, they are a danger to themselves and their surroundings. If we have patients missing inside the city, it would be terrible.
Doctor, you can calm down. We're not here to interrogate you or your staff. We want to find these people. You. We're here to find these people too. We're just looking for clues.
Yep.
Of course, yes. Of course.
There's no need for the suspicion, Doctor.
Yeah.
Thank you, Mr. Cole. I wouldn't say that my track record in my life and in my job has been without fault, but I feel personally responsible for my patients, each and every one of them, and have 4 of them go missing at the same time. It's mind-boggling, and it's something that needs to be rectified. And anything we can do, we will help you.
We'll get them back, Doctor. Don't you worry.
Perfect.
Will you promise?
No, I don't make promises I can't cash with my ass. Sorry.
We can't make promises.
Not even God himself can keep me from finding these people.
I will do everything.
Can we have a break?
I think we're done.
We're
10.
near the end.
It's done?
Well, he's got to prepare 4 scenarios now. He's got to prepare for...
Yes.
Yeah, we know him a lot of
you
things.
following the Doctor, Jenny following it.
But I think this is it for today.
Okay.
Wow.
Not a
So
lot
we'll do a little
happened.
extra there. Thank you, Doctor. We'll leave you on your way.
Actually,
Yes.
I won't leave you. I will be at your side all times.
Yes, Miss
All
Fox. Anything you need, we will provide. And I am honored that you would accompany me. I do ask that any moment we are in session, as they say, you refrain from involving yourself in the process, because of course you know that therapy has a delicate way to it.
Definitely not interfere. It's just observing so I can understand how the routine goes and everything. Don't
Yes.
worry.
Yes. Again, more than welcome. Mr. Nichols, I will take you personally to the security room. Mr. Cole, Miss Jacobson, I will get Miss Samagina to accompany you. He presses the buzzer, and a small intercom. It's not loud, it's just a small intercom. You hear Miss Nurse Samagina to Dr. Dallen's office, please. Nurse Samagina to Dr. Dallen's office, please. Takes 20 seconds. She's there.
Is it Samagina? Is that what you're saying?
Yeah, Samagina.
Samagina. She's his assistant.
His right-hand woman, basically.
Okay.
As she walks in, she has the air of somebody who commands a room, but also commands people.
Nurse Ratchet.
Yeah, but
Is she like Nurse Ratchet?
She looks more friendly than Nurse Ratchet.
Nurse Ratchet
What?
looked friendly, but she was not.
Oh, she also sounds and acts friendly. I don't know what to say. I don't know. I haven't seen. Oh, Nurse Ratchet was from.
One Flew Over the Cuckoo's Nest.
Yeah.
I think my last question, if I may,
Of
is
course.
what shoes Dr. Dallan is wearing?
Roll me a search roll.
Can I help on that one?
Can I help on that one?
Yeah, please. You two do, because I know your searches are good.
I got 57 under 75.
009.
Dr. Dallen stands up, and he points at all of you. He gestures his hand towards the door. Who had a success?
Both of us.
Both of you. Both of you had a success on search.
Yes.
Mhm. Can I search for a briefcase?
There's no briefcase that you can
Okay.
see. He's just wearing comfortable loafers. No black and white shoes. And I see what you're doing.
Are they Gucci?
No, they're not Gucci shoes, and he just looks like a normal dude who has, like, as you look around, I don't know if they were a thing in 2015, but all the nurses are wearing Crocs, and he's just wearing comfortable shoes. And he stands up, looks at all of you, gestures to Mr. Cole and Miss Jacobson. Thank you so much. I will leave you in the capable hands of Nurse Samagina. Miss Fox, with me, please. Mr. Nichols, I will show you the way. And he puts out his hand to Mr. Cole, and on what's this part of the hand called?
The mouse of your hand?
This here.
Oh.
Like in
Between
on
your
the
thumb.
On the top of his hand, between his pointy finger and his thummy finger, he has a number written down. It's smooched. 185.
And I'm already going like...
So many questions.
My mind is torn and tattered.